And so Judaism, in their belief system, had reincarnation was part of their belief system. So, for me to go, like, those are things that confirm what I believe in now, when I go back and see those things, because it's still a huge part of who I am, Judeo-Christian Christianity. It's just things make more sense now to me.
Right.
It's not so black and white. I see that. I know that religion is made by man, right? They've been using it for a long time to control people, and even in the Catholic Church, they say that the church is above the Bible, so that's their justification for changing the Bible. And they're just out with it. Everybody else isn't. They just want people to believe that it's gospel, and who knows what has happened. And I think that is why there's been pollution in the religion, in all religions, right? It's not just Christianity. I'm not bagging Christianity. I believe more in the Bible now than it makes more sense to me now than it did before.
Are you a member of our Discord?
No, I'm not. I actually have Discord, but me and my son play a video game together, and we were on the Discord together. But I should join on there because I know that you guys have a lot of resources.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty active on stuff like that as well. I mean, I own a business, so I don't, have a ton of time to do stuff like this. But, if it's shooting messages back and forth, that's, it's not highly involved, but.
Right. But I checked the other day, and there's like over 500 people there.
Wow. Oh my God.
So there's a lot of, honestly, I don't pop in that often. I probably should, but I don't. Usually I wait. When something's not going well, someone will notify me that, hey, something's messed up or somebody's acting up negatively in there, and then I'll go in there and handle the situation. But otherwise, I don't pop in. But like I said, I should. But there's a lot of people in there, so if you and your wife want to meet, hang out with other like-minded people, that's the place to go.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And really, it's so we don't have a church since we're from the West Coast. We moved from Washington State 6 years ago.
Wow, that's a big change from there to Georgia.
Yeah, we have 3 kids as well.
What made you decide to move to Georgia?
Well, at that time I had a different business, and some of my commercial contracts they're closing up, and I had an opportunity to rebid on them, and I didn't really want to continue in that line of contracting. And the church that we were in, we had some commitments that we made for a couple years prior to that, and so all of our commitments were kind of like wrapping up, and we wanted to change. We wanted to kind of relocate. There were some issues in the public school system there with religion. Like I said, we were evangelical Christians at that time. Not that I won't share the word of Christ with people, because I will, but I think I just do it in a different manner now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of other things to add to that. But there was just some issues with school and intolerance, especially towards Christianity. And I traveled, my best friend that I said that died, we traveled the U.S. 3 years prior to that. Or no, I'm sorry, 5 years prior to that. And we left Boston, and there was 1.5 feet of snow on the ground. And we came to Georgia because we were just touring the U.S., and it was 82 degrees.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then living in the Puget Sound in Washington, where it rains 300 days a year, it was like, this is crazy, this is amazing. And so my heart, once we came to Georgia, my heart was set for this area, just it was awesome. And then after me and my wife got together, she has family here.
Oh, okay.
And it was like, look, we've been looking for a change, why don't we just, your dad's down there, why don't we just go down there and start over? And we had like $5,000, and we did.
Great. Sounds like a great decision.
Yeah. Best thing that ever happened to us moving to Georgia.
That's great.
It really is.
Well, I think you said your name was Kyle, right?
Yeah,
Kyle. Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing with us tonight, and thank you and your wife for watching our videos. We really appreciate you, and we wish you the best, bud.
You as well. All right. Bless you guys. We'll talk to you all later.
Take care. God bless you.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. So, um, that's it. Basically, we had a busy evening. I'm sorry that some of it got. My headphones are wrapped up in Mika's tail down here. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Susie back on. We just couldn't figure this out. But before we go, I never got through there. So underneath the video, there is a link to the Jeffmara Facebook page if you want to follow that. Sometimes I post other stuff on there that you don't see here, like news articles and things. You're welcome to friend me on Facebook. I'm accepting friends until I got 5,000, so my 5,000 limit. And you will see that my last name is Reynolds. Mara is my dear wife, and Mara is not my last name, for those of you who don't know. And she is the chief editor of the podcast, so that's what she does here, and I'm kind of the face of the podcast, basically. So those are there. I have the Jeffmara Podcast Indie Eclipse channel. That's another one of our channels, and I've been better at posting more regularly there. And basically those are just taking the NDEs and stripping out the beginning and the end and just putting up the pure NDE. So they're usually about 5 to 15 minutes long. And those are good for people who don't have an hour to invest in a full video. They just want to hear the NDE. So that's you. That's a good channel for you as well. What else is down there? As I mentioned before, there's a link, or if I didn't, there's a link to our Discord channel or server, and that's Discord is kind of like Facebook, but it's different. It's a chat room, but you can also video chat and I believe audio chat. So if you want to go hang out with like-minded people and chat and post stuff and whatever you like to do, that's there for you. You get a free Discord account, and then once you set that up, then you go to my link, and that'll give you access to join the server. And once you're there, you can have fun. Also, there is the Jeffmara Music channel, and eventually I'm going to get into creating music videos like meditation music and maybe healing music. I used to be a music producer, and I produced a Latin artist before, and I haven't done much with that in a long time, but there's old videos and stuff I made that I posted in that channel. I just wanted to kind of start it and jumpstart it. And so I threw those up there, and there's some old other videos that I'm trying to get access to them and put those back up. And they're like, I used to make these little wild music videos with all these aliens in the background and stuff, and I want to kind of re-edit those and put that up. So I'm trying to get those, and so hopefully that'll be all ready when I want to finally start doing music healing as a side channel. And so that's I think what else is there. Anyways, I guess that's it, guys. Thank you so much for not only joining us tonight, but watching our videos. We really appreciate you guys. Leslie Kings is ready for you. He says in the chat he's ready. So if you want to go to Leslie's channel and listen to him play some awesome music, as well as still keep hanging out and chatting, I'm sure he would love to have you there. We loved having you here, and we really appreciate you guys. So thank you all again. We love you. God bless.